Hello Compass members, I hope you're really well. I wanted to do this short video to explain a couple of things in regards to visitors. I've heard a couple of things over this past week and I just wanted to answer some questions, education, that sort of thing. I get out and speak, as many of the other franchise owners get out and speak on a regular basis. Often it's to organisations, chambers or industry specific groups. That might mean it might be a lot of conveyancers, or it might be a lot of bookkeepers all together in one room. And we'll do a presentation about the art of word of mouth. And from that, it generates a lot of inquiries. Those inquiries generally go to the BNI website, and from there, with our particular region, we've set it up so that visitors can book onto the website, then book their own ticket, and then know where to come. So I think last year, personally, I probably invited probably around about 1,500 visitors, and I had about 1,000 of those actually show up to chapters. Of that, I probably personally reached out to a couple of people. I'd have to say probably about 50, and took them along to specific chapters. Now, I generally take them along to chapters where they're going to have a good experience. That's my first priority. And I know that visitors going along are great for so many things, all right? Visitors are great for closed business because they spend with other members there at the chapter. But over the time, some people have got confused on which visitors should speak and which ones shouldn't. So a couple of key things here. With every visitor that comes to your chapter, whether or not be invited by me or the system or the marketing or lead generation we might have, you should embrace all visitors. That doesn't necessarily mean that they can be a part of your chapter. So here's the first tip. That all visitors should go through an orientation at the end of the meeting to help answer any questions that they might have, to explain the application process, and also as a follow-up process to talk to them about the fact that you can only come to a BNI meeting twice, and that your visit here was a bit of a look on what it's like. If you liked it, great. We can find you a vacancy, okay? Now, how do they know whether or not there's a vacancy in that particular chapter? Well, they'd put in an application, perhaps, and the membership committee make sure it's not a conflict, and if it's great, then it goes ahead, and if it's not, it's a conflict, remembering we only allow one person per profession, then they're referred on, or the process is they're referred on to a different chapter or to our office, and we can find them home. But if we bring along visitors to your chapter, you should feel complimented, because it means that we feel that visitors get a good experience there. The second thing is that about 18 months ago, chapter members or chapters decided that visitors shouldn't speak, and they shouldn't speak for a couple of reasons. One, they can use the open networking time, and there's 15 minutes for them to get out there and talk to other people. But the 1 minute spot was specifically for BNI members. So what we found over the last 12 months, we've been rolling out this, 18 months, been rolling out this new agenda, where the new agenda talks about having a visitor stand, say their name. Hi, Glenn Kirkwood. I'm from that referral guy, and I was invited by such and such. They've done this for a couple of reasons. Number one, they've worked out that if you allow a visitor to speak, it could be stomping on another member's category, and we want to make sure that that's protected. And two, generally speaking, they're not fantastic at it. And three, it would be rare that someone would hear their referral request and go, "Oh, I've got referrals," because there's no trust, and that's not what we do in BNI. It's all about building the relationships. So just in conclusion to this, I would encourage you to be welcoming of all visitors. Obviously, you're looking for certain categories to grow the chapter, but if you're just welcoming everyone, everybody can come. They can only come 2 times if you're running a good orientation process. And when your president's sort of standing up, just be aware that he's going to sort of say name, rank, and serial number, and the importance of the visitor getting out during the open networking section. I hope that clarifies it. I think you're a great chapter, and I think this particular thing came up for a reason, and I think that it's the strength of the membership committee that enforces all of these particular rules and policies. They're meant to protect members, not to work against them. So if I can help in any stage, please let me know. I think our system has generated a couple of visitors coming to your chapter, and I will make them aware that they can only come twice. I'll get on and do that now. Hopefully that's helped you out a little bit. If anything's unclear, please let me know. I'm always happy to help. I think what you're going through right now is just growing pains, and it's a good thing for that to come up. So for everybody that said something, you know who you are. I appreciate that, and keep up the good work. Work together as a team on solutions. Your chapter membership committee can put in its own standards. So I welcome working with them on setting and raising the bar to make it a better chapter for all the members. Okay, bye for now.